Hello and welcome to Yuen Method Talk Radio. We're broadcasting live from West Hills, California. In a moment, you will experience unique insight and one-of-a-kind perspective from Shaolin Grandmaster Dr. Yuen. Dr. Yuen, DC, has worked with patients for over 30 years and has been the world's foremost expert and leading Grandmaster of Shaolin Kung Fu for nearly half a century. He's a well-known author and martial artist, frequently appearing on the covers of different martial arts magazines. He was also the technical and Kung Fu advisor on the original Kung Fu TV series, and thus was instrumental in bringing authentic Kung Fu to the international audience. To talk to Dr. Yuen, please call in now or visit our website. The guest call-in number is 646-478-3782. You can ask us a question anytime on our website. You will also find out about our exciting upcoming live events on our website. To ask Dr. Yuen a question, please visit yuenmethod.com/ask. That's yuenmethod.com/ASK. Now, here he is, live on the air, Dr. Yuen.
Hi, everyone. It's Dr. Yuen.
I'm Marnie Greenberg, co-leader of the Yuen Method and co-author of #1 international best-selling book, Delete Stress and Pain on the Spot. Welcome to our free live stream clinic. We are here today to delete your pain and stress live. This is a live demonstration, and today we're going to be taking live callers. So if you have any kind of pain, whether it's physical, mental, emotional, psychological, psychic, spiritual, maybe you're going through a divorce, maybe you're having some financial troubles, maybe you got fired from a job, maybe you're looking for a new job, maybe you have some physical pain, back pain, neck pain, knee pain, any kind of pain. You name it, this is the place to be. Give us a call. The calling number is on the screen, and Dr. Yuen and I will tune into you specifically and delete whatever it is that's causing your pain or stress. Dr. Yuen?
That sounds great. It's easy to do that, and all of us could do it. I don't want anyone to think that, we're showing you that what we could do and you couldn't do it. So we're showing you what we could do so you could do it, and we will reinforce you so you could actually take the lead in doing it.
We also want to thank all of our viewers from literally all around the world who called in last week and who watch our program regularly. You can go to yuenmethod.com on the events page and click on results on the spot, and literally we were completely blown away. We had testimonials from just all walks of life, from every profession, from chiropractors to acupuncturists, massage therapists, people who are in pain, telling us how the Yuen Method has changed their life. And it made me so happy just to read all those testimonials. It's so amazing, all the results that are happening all around the world.
Yeah, it sounds great to you, but I don't read it. So.
For Dr. Yuen, it's just an everyday occurrence. It's
That's
just
why
it's so natural. It's like the breath, the air you breathe, the people you talk to. It's so natural, and that's what we want to do for you. Your life gets so hectic, and the Yuen Method is really a way of life. It's not something you do once in a while. And it's a new way of thinking. It's a new way of looking at life, so that when you have those hectic days when you're searching for answers that aren't there, you can just, get neutral. And all that a deletion is, and to follow along with me, it's just eliminate, set free, make independent, release, protect, forgive, forget, unconditionally. It's just one button. It's hardwired to our internal computer, and that's all it is.
Well, it's done so often, you don't even need to do that, so it's automatic.
It becomes automatic the more that you do it. And it's all about insight. It's all about finding the feeling, perception, and intuition to find those answers that are right and wrong for you, what's strong and what's weak. So what you see today is a demonstration. Dr. Yuen and I will be using our insight to pinpoint what it is that affects you. And the best thing about it is that this is a place so that when others call in and get better, you will experience changes in your physical body as well. So pay attention to how you're feeling during this live stream, because you're going to have shifts. And if you're anything like me, I'm a very skeptical person. I'm a non-believer. I'm the type of person where it's you got to prove it to me, and that's just how it is. And with the Yuen Method, I was in a life or death situation, and the Yuen Method saved my life, literally. If you want me to write the book, you can read my story in the foreword, but it was just like a medical miracle. My story, I invite you to read it on Amazon or get the book. And more importantly, we want to take live callers and do that for you today. Just get your results in advance. So again, thank you for those who participated. If you haven't watched last week's, you can also feel free to watch that on our blog. You can always come to our website, yuenmethod.com, click on the blog or go to YouTube. We're also streaming live right now on Facebook. So check out the last one and keep posted for the future ones. And the best thing is we're going to be in LA in April. So if you like today's stream, we invite you to April. We're doing a live retreat. And if you stay tuned to the end, we're giving away a couple free tickets to it. So make sure you stay to the end. We'd love to see you live. We haven't done it in 5 years. So it's going to be pretty exciting, right, Dr. Yuen?
Sounds great.
All right, so we're just going to get started with live callers. And like I said, pay attention to how you're feeling, because this is all about rising your vitality, feeling good, and defeating all your pain and stress. So with that said, we're going to take our first caller. 718, you are on live.
Hi.
Hi. Where are you calling from today?
I'm calling from Brooklyn.
Okay, great. And do you have any pain or stress, or what's bothering you?
Yeah, I have physical pain in my neck and my hip, and keeping it brief, there's some a concern, financial concern. I'm trying to sell paintings, and I also am dealing with some issues over the space I'm working in. So I realize that's a little bit of I feel like I'm trying.
Okay.
I still have going to be self, and then there's a little bit of a family thing. I don't know if that's just.
Okay, but you feel pain right now in your physical body. You said your neck and your back?
Yeah.
Okay, so your neck and your back. And what do you do for a living?
I'm an artist.
You're an artist, so you're trying to sell your paint and whatnot. Okay, so and are you new to the Yuen method?
I actually have just recently discovered you.
Okay, great. Okay, so Dr. Yuen's going to tune in, and where do you feel her primary weaknesses?
Well, it would be non-physical. It would be more mental, and how other people mentally, think of her, weakens her. So we want to check that, and also it's about herself. It's more about relationship with herself. There's a weakness there that she has to strengthen. And then the third one would be her career. So she has to be strong with her career, even though she probably like her career, but you want to be strong with it. So now when you do that, how is the body pain?
I feel it shifting a little.
Okay, that's good. You feel it
shifting, but there's still a lot of I guess it just feels like it's kind of moving from my head, my neck to my head, and like kind of winding around.
Okay, well that sounds kind of different. So you want to ensure the head and the neck and neck with your head is strongly communicating with each other, and that's easy to do that once you compare that there's a weakness there. Mm-hmm. So that's that. And now, how's your neck and Cynthia now?
That's moving. Feels like it's moving. Yeah, it's strange. It feels like I feel kind of heat coming, but just feels like there's been a lot of shit. I don't know if that makes sense. I've been trying to do healing work on it, and it feels like it keeps shifting, but it never comes into complete connection. Does that make any sense? Like, yeah.
Well, you have to initially shift, and then the thing is that...
I feel something now. That's strange. Yeah, I feel something now.
Yeah, you're constantly changing and shifting, and you have experience in the past that when you change, you didn't completely change. So you want to remove your past experiences. You didn't have complete changes when you had changes. So looking at that, and your money and other situation doesn't seem to be any weakness there. So how's your neck and the rest of your body now?
different, but still some tightness. Yeah, like my jaw clicks a lot. I've been sort of trying to it feels like I get a kind of tangle in my head around my nose, ears, eyes, and it'll move.
Okay, that's a different issue though. But did your back pain go away?
It's strange. It just feels like it sort of moved to the left.
Okay, so the pain doesn't actually move. It's like, you get rid of one pain, and then there's a different issue in the next spot that you're feeling.
Well, she just has to be stronger to everything, because things that trouble her, she has a tendency to weaken herself or relax herself, so she's not holding herself strongly upright structurally as she ought to. So we just strengthen that and make sure that she's strong in her body structure and her body cells and molecules and atoms and what have you. Okay, now is your body more energized now?
Yeah, that feels better.
Okay, so we should just let you go on that because, of course, there's more things to do. The purpose is just to let you experience it and not continue to experience every little thing, right? So you have to come back again. So
we're glad you felt some improvement. But is there anything you'd like to share? I mean, just with that humanist Dr. Yuen strengthened you and the improvement that you just had, is that, anything you'd like to share? You are new to the Yuen method. Is it a little bit strange or uplifting? How do you feel?
Yeah, no, it's very interesting. It feels like it goes pretty quickly, and I actually have been trying. I just saw you online, so I've looked at some things you've done with other people and had a little experience. I don't know if this helps for other people. I do have a question. I think as you're new to it, I'm sort of instinctively, I almost feel like the more I see him do it, you kind of get an instinct on how to do it, but when you're not, he's been doing it for so long, it's second nature. Like, is there something where you kind of go almost to like your center and you're kind of inputting something? That's what it feels like. It's like you kind of strengthen things from your center. Is that?
No, your center is definitely your central nervous system or your central intelligence. So if your center is weak, then everything about you becomes weaker, right? So, so it's always good to strengthen your center and balance and stabilize it, and that's also going to keep you more centered and stabilized and centered with your mind as well as your spirit.
But you seem very open and receptive to it, so that's great, and you hit it right on. It's all about neutrality and staying strong within yourself, because our life is hectic. We got ups and downs, and it's really the Yuen method is about being neutral, which is step one. Step two is using your insight, your feeling, your perception, your intuition to pinpoint the weaknesses. And it's so simple. Sometimes people miss it. When you find your weakness, you strengthen it. And that's really, we all can do this. And this is something that is through experience. I mean, today is really about a demonstration, but in the live retreat in April, we invite you to, or Dr. Yuen's courses, we teach you how to do this. I mean, the book is great. It has a lot of principles, and this live stream is amazing. I mean, we want to get your results in advance just to show you what's possible. But it is a step-by-step system that works for everyone, and it's all about using your insight, and that's what you really learn and activated. So come on in April. We'll see you at the retreat. Maybe you'll come on out.
I would love that. Thank you so much. Just my last question is, I saw him do something about like kind of mindless, spiritless, or I've just been trying that. Is that a good thing to do? Like if you just sort of sense that you have something that's coming up, or almost to just sort of go to your center and sort of be like
absolutely
mindless, like almost taking your concerns, all your thoughts about it, like away, sort of like strengthening to that. Is that? I mean, I know I'm really new to this.
That's the key fundamental of the Yuen method, is to be mindless. You delete your mind out of your body, and you activate your brain. So it's a great question, and I know our audience will love it. So right now, we're going to do that for everyone. Dr. Yuen and I are tuning into you, and we're deleting your mind, because your mind is where your problem is. The mind is going to sabotage you. But it's this whole new principle that is activated to delete your mind out of your physical body to another dimension of universe, existence, time, and place, and to activate your brain. The brain is going to direct you the way. So we're strengthening you right now. So for all of our listeners, if you think about something that bothers you, I want to show you how simple this is. Just think for a moment of something that bothers you. And maybe somewhere, a place in your life right now, maybe it's uneasy, maybe there's something troubling you, something that happened today or in your past. But think about that for a moment, and Dr. Yuen and I are going to activate your brain, strengthen your central nervous system, like I said, delete your mind, and we're going to delete right now that negative thought, that negative experience. And you can do it very quickly. You just put your thought on your midline, your spinal cord. We're doing that right now. And now I'd like you to think of that thought again that was troubling you. And ask yourself, is it the same or different? And as you're doing this, we're strengthening you for neutrality. And so you can, right now, we are live, and this is live energy. We want you to talk to us. Tell us if you feel the same, if you feel different. She's bringing up great questions that's actually activating all of our listeners right now. So let us know. We're here live. I got my computer.
I felt that right away. That's amazing. It's yeah, I felt that. Yeah,
and it's interesting. For the rest, let us know in the chat how you feel as this goes on. As we take more callers.
For that, I'm trying to learn how to. I haven't read your book or anything, but there's something there. I just instinctively, it's great to explain that. It's like that. Sometimes you want to overthink it. It doesn't have to be complicated.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we look forward to seeing you because you'll love to learn this. And really, the live retreat is all about just activation for 2 full amazing days. So thank you so much. Okay, we're going to take another live caller.
All right, 781.
Okay, 781. You are on live.
Hello? Are you
Hello,
able to hear me?
I'm live. You're loud and clear. Where are you calling from today?
From Massachusetts.
Massachusetts, okay, East Coast. What do you do for a living?
I've had help before, and I keep with your method, and I keep feeling more calmer. But my financial situation or my love situation doesn't seem to change. I live in a government building that I so don't want to be part of anymore. And I met someone thinking that perhaps that I could not be lonely anymore either. But it keeps getting blocked, and that's been a pattern for decades. I don't seem to get past these issues. I'm not sure.
So are you new to the Yuen method?
No, I'm not new to it. I have had help. I get calmer, but I don't see any change in my finances or my love life.
Okay, Dr. What do you feel?
Well, you have to cut through, the chase and make it simple. So when you think about those things that you want, there's really no weakness there. There's 3 other things that weaken you. I would say the physical surrounding or where you're living, there's some energy there that you have to dissipate it. And secondly, would be ancestors' influences on you. So if your ancestors have restrictions and karmas against other people, and you actually experiences their karma because their karma has not been resolved. So we're going to resolve your ancestors' karma. Okay, number 3, weakness would be when you were growing up. Okay, so when you were a child, not just in this lifetime as a child, but other lifetimes as a child, that those experiences have not been resolved. So your childhood experiences kind of still overwhelm you from all the different childhood experiences because affecting your 20% of you. Okay, now when you think about your life situation now, in comparison, what does it seem like now when you compare it?
I feel like there's something feeling clearer, like I have a clearer mentality.
Good.
That's great.
That's why get out of your mind, too. So we finally come to the realization that the clarity is more of our brain than our mind. Our mind never going to make us clear. So let's ensure that would also delete from your brain, your physical intelligence. Okay, so you can sense that you're stronger in making things happen the way you want it to happen now, right?
Yes. Yes. Thank you.
Okay. Good. Thanks for calling.
That was pretty fast. Do you have anything you'd like to share with our audience?
Well, like I said earlier, I whenever I took classes, or clinics or whatnot, I felt stronger and calmer, but I didn't get the resolve of whatever was bothering me. But I did get stronger in myself, in how I felt about myself. I felt.
You felt stronger
I just
about
felt calmer.
yourself.
Yeah.
Okay,
so that's a positive factor, right?
Well, it's good to feel stronger, and calmness is really where it's at.
Yes.
June?
Yes.
Yes. Definitely. So you definitely want to ensure that your center of balance and stabilized, and you're calm, and you're in charge of your situation. And when things do come back and affect you, you should know enough of it that you can perceive what really affects you and really change it. As soon as you identify what it is, the next millisecond, it's been changed. Okay, so let's put that in you. So in the future, it'll be easier for you to identify that. Okay?
Yes. Thank you. Thank you.
All right, thank you for calling.
Thank you so much for calling and sharing with our audience. Okay, well, we're going to take another live caller. And I see a lot of people are chatting live with me, so I'm keeping an eye on the chat. So a lot of people are changing for the better, which is great. And for those of you who do have pain or stress, the call number is there. Give us a call or go ahead and click on the links if you'd like more information as this goes on. Okay, next caller. 317.
Hi. I have something that I'm a little bit... I'm starting a new business, and I get frustrated when there are things that I need to do, and I'm not doing them. And I'm familiar with the Yuen system. I use it. I cannot figure out why the motivation is not coming to get my work done.
Okay, so let's get with it and see what your weakness would be, okay? So it's really not about your business. It's not about, your mind and your physical intelligence. So it's really your ancestors that they had the weakness indicated that they want to resolve their karma. So they've been affecting you and put a restriction on you. So your ancestors have businesses that they actually was negative for them to experience the people that they have business with. So let's resolve all that. Okay.
So, thank you.
When that's resolved, think about what you said earlier. Now, what does that seem like to you now?
I feel a little lighter.
Okay, only a little bit.
I think you're a lot.
We're not going to let you get away with a little bit right now. That's a judgment. So let's remove the judgment. The ancestors also have judgment on others, and they're blaming others. And so it's more specifically those karma. Those are not serious karma, but nevertheless, it gets in the way. So we resolve the blaming and judgment and criticism, because that makes you put an amount of change, a little bit change. So now when you think about your situation now in your business, now what does that seem like?
It definitely feels lighter. I'm smiling. So you've switched, you've moved to something, because it feels...
Well, you direct me to move it for you. So just strengthen yourself on it and hold on to it, okay?
Okay. So do you have any suggestions for me to do on a daily basis where I can stay strong, and if falling back to that old pattern, there's something I can do?
Well, perceive your weaknesses and in the right sequential order, allow your weakness to strengthen themselves, right? So it's not like you're going to have a concrete step-by-step procedure.
Okay.
You just go with the weaknesses and compare which is the weakest. So every day you wake up, you're going to have a different set of weaknesses. So.
Okay. And last question is, there's just sometimes get a little nervous about the sequence because I know that if you get it in the wrong sequence, it's not a good thing. I've heard you say that that can actually make the situation worse. So, is it only intuition that happens?
If you insist what you're doing is right when it's not right, that's what it is. So you can have the wrong sequence, but you can always compensate for that, right? So you stay neutral about it and don't insist that what you did was right and you argue about it, right? So even with yourself, right? So you just want to be able to perceive it, and it's not going to haunt you unless you just stop what you're doing, right? So
okay. So stay neutral when I'm working with the sequences.
Right. It's always about neutral, right? It's not about positive or negative, right? So.
Right.
Okay. Sounds great.
All right.
Thanks for
calling. Thank you. And also, like I said, I tell everyone the retreat is so activating. There's so many people who ask me, like, Marnie, what can I do on a regular basis? How can I get better at the Yuen method? How can I get better at neutrality? And how can I get better at feeling the difference between strong and weak on myself? And the answer really is to just experience more of it. If you really want to get good at a sport, you're in the sport, right? It's like you're in there playing the sport. So we invite you because for those 2 days, it's all we do is activation. We strengthen you for neutrality. We strengthen you for insight. We have a live deletion process that we take you through, and it's set up as like a clinic for those 2 days. So we bring a lot of people on stage, and as others get better and you see the live experience, it'll make it so much easier for you to replicate the Yuen method on yourself and others. Is there anything you want to share about that, doctors, about the retreat? Because a lot of people do ask the question, being in the energy of it, what does that do?
Well, when they connect with us, they would be so much quicker in their processing. So everything would be so much simpler for them to process, and it would change their life. Whatever they decide to do, they're going to do a good job on it.
So it's really about the speed and getting fast at applying the Yuen method. And that's really the key to the Yuen method is how fast you can let something go. Because let's face it, we're all going to get emotional at times. Our lives are hectic. We're going to get angry or sad, or things are going to come up. But the key is how fast you can, run. Step 1, get neutral. 2, pinpoint what it is that's affecting you specifically, and then delete it. And it's become regular for most people who are in the Yuen method. It's a way of life.
Well, it should be a way of life for everybody.
Exactly.
Right? So everybody in the world, right? So the world will change.
All right. So thank you so much. We're going to take another live caller.
All right. 310.
310. You're on live.
Hi, Dr. Yuen and Marty. I wanted to connect with you and see if you could help me out with feeling stronger when I'm in groups of people. I really feel that I get drained of my energy when I'm around other people. And,
is that around everybody? Or what do you do for a living?
Right now I'm kind of on a hiatus. And, yeah.
Okay. So, but just when you're around people in general, or groups of people, or your friends, just anyone, you feel drained?
More groups of people, but it also could be, it also could be an individual or something I come across or so.
Okay. What do you feel, Dr. Yuen?
Well, I could perceive that when you get to 4 people or beyond 4, you will have a weakness there. And there are times that she can have less than 4, but it would remind her when she gets to 4 or more, it becomes a problem. So we have to, strengthen and delete that. And that comes from, other family members. So we want to resolve the family member karma in affecting your life. And that's the process now. Now, let's see, you think about in front of people now. What does that keep them at?
It feels different. I can't say I feel clear, but it feels different.
Okay. Now, you want to be clear, then the clarity has to be established with your brain, and your brain is establishing clarity is not 100%, so we want to ensure it's 100% infinite potential, and also delete the mind effect out of 0 minus infinity. So now how's the clarity?
It feels good. Feels good. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Great. That's what's needed, right? So.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
I'm glad you felt the shift.
I have one other thing. For years I've been making money for other people, and I find that it's very difficult for me to go from idea and actually develop it into something and actually see it realized. And I was wondering, what can I do or change to start to actually see things, come into existence?
Okay, so again, you compare it to what would be your first weakness. So your first weakness is actually your descendants affecting you. So whether you have children or not, they're the ones that actually get in the way of your career and get in the way of your accomplishments. So let's remove that, and you have that for about 1,000 years, so your children, right? So we change all that for you, okay? Now, once again, think about what you said.
Yeah, it feels different. Feels good. It feels different.
You're open. You're shifting. Your perception is very strong. So that's good. You're shifting quickly.
That's great. So
yay!
That's great. Yay. So do you have anything you'd like to share with our audience, or just yay?
Okay. Thank you, guys. You're awesome.
Okay. We look forward to meeting you. Maybe you'll come to LA and meet us in person.
What's in LA?
Or I mean to the retreat live in LA.
I would really love it. If I can afford it, I will. I really would love to be there with both of you in person and feel the energy and just learn to do this much more quickly and just, snap at the fingers, just, being able to learn this even more and more.
Oh, for sure. So
you've got it, though. You're very open.
That makes you more awesome, okay? So
strengthen your awesomeness.
Oh, thank you so much. Well, thank you so much. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you.
Okay.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thank you. Okay, bye-bye. All right, we'll take another caller. We're just going to keep going. And like I said, as others get better, feel how you're feeling in your physical body. And, Jacqueline, what do you feel for this group? So this isn't limited to just one-on-one callers. And like I said at the beginning, as others get better, you're going to feel it in your physical body. So right now, just take an inventory of how you're feeling in your physical body. Is there anything that's bothering you or disturbing you, or maybe it's stress in your life? Take a deep breath in. We created this show just to put more vitality in you and to delete your pain and stress live. So, Jacqueline, what do you feel for this group? We're going to delete your mind, strengthen your brain, activate your central nervous system. We're activating your organs, your tissues, your molecules, cells. We're strengthening your structure all the way up and down your physical structure. And again, we're deleting all negative experiences, negative thoughts. This is happening in real time. So are you feeling different? Let me know right now in the chat. Just send me a quick note if you're feeling the same, if you're feeling different. Jacqueline, what do you feel for this group?
Okay, we haven't really started the process. So let's look at this group here and let's connect everyone's central nervous system together. So essentially connecting the computers together. And from that, the whole group would be a non-physical weakness and more of emotion. So it's time to actually ensure that we have less emotions that get in our way and not continue to use emotion to drive yourself. So there are people suggest that, you should use passion and emotion to drive you. In reality, there should not be any emotion involved. It should be just the strength of your central nervous system, the strength of your central intelligence, and ensure that they will continue to process. So now I feel that people are more together.
Okay, and I'm feeling you. I'm feeling everybody here. I'm reading the chat live. A lot of people are saying they're feeling more at ease, they're feeling big shifts. So it's great to get this live feedback from you. But for those of you who aren't feeling it, what we're going to do now is place your attention on your midline. And what we want you to do is think about something in your life that you want better. Let's create a more desirable future for you right now. And yes, it can happen on the spot. So get that thought, get that feeling in your physical body, what that feels like is something that you really want. And like I said, it could be about a relationship, a new job. It could be about just relieving your physical pain. Think about your life without pain, without illness, without limitations, and create that just for a moment. And as you're thinking about that now, just like with your thought there, Dr. and I are strengthening you for neutrality. And we'd like you to say to yourself, just able, willing, ready, deserving. Just that able, willing, ready, deserving. I have to explain that if you subconsciously are blocking that to be able, willing, ready, deserving, and I know consciously you're saying, yes, I want that, yes, I want that. But subconsciously, if you have weaknesses that you're blinded by, which we call blocks, then that is not going to happen. And that's just what's causing your physical pain. It's causing you stress. It's causing you anxiety. So what we're going to do now, Dr. and I are tuning into all of you as a group, and we're strengthening you so that your energy, your conscious, your subconscious are congruent, so that it's more importantly that you have the energy behind what you want, need, and desire. And when you have that, you have to program it in. It's not something that it's just there because there's blocks, there's weaknesses, and they're not apparent to your conscious mind. Because your mind is where the problem is. So what Dr. and I are doing is finding your weakness. We're strengthening you, and we're resetting your mind, your body, your spirit. We're reprogramming, and we're restarting your mind, your body, your spirit. So it's clean slate. And most important, so that you have the energy. So now when you say to yourself, think about it again. Able, willing, ready, deserving. Do you feel stronger with that? Think about what it is you want. And just say that to yourself as Dr. Yuen is strengthening you. Dr. Yuen, what do you feel? And let us know right now in the chat if that feels the same or different to you, because Dr. and I are perceiving you real time. Dr. Yuen?
I can perceive that people are integrating stronger now. And
He said, oh, my God, that worked. Gordon said yes. Donna, I feel the shift. Thank you so much. My knee is not hurting. That's great. Hello from Sweden. We have people from all over the world. So Johnny says, feeling better. Judy is feeling better. All right, so I feel you. I feel the energy flowing. Let's see, Marty, Ginger, feel stronger with finances now. I feel the corrections Patricia said. So that's good feedback for us. We're going to keep going. We're going to take more live callers. So if you have physical pain, give us a call. Next caller?
All right, 925.
925. You are on live.
Hi, Dr. Yuen and Marnie. This is in California. Just a lot of, just feels like curses and hearing voices. I just want to get rid of that.
Okay, and how long have you been hearing voices?
For about 4 months.
4 months. Okay, Dr. Yuen?
okay. So, it troubles you to have that experience, right?
Yes.
Those experience. Okay. So let's look at the situation. Okay, now you hear voices that if you process it and perceive it, and it will tell you what it is, and I will just process it for you without telling you, and then tell you afterwards if you indicate that that's a change for you. Okay.
Okay.
Now think about hearing voices again. Is it still trouble you as before when you think about your experience with it?
It feels like it was released from my solar plexus.
Okay, so that's right? So that release is hearing voices is really the spirit of your ancestors and other members of your family. They actually want you to find ways to resolve their karma and their spiritual experiences, and also a few curses that they would like to resolve. So they depend on their descendants to actually do that for them. So when you take the job of, doing that for them, you're not going to hear too much from them after that. That's all. And if you do, it could be a good message, right? Just like them tell you what money is, right? So I'm kidding.
So can we just delete the curses?
What's that?
Can we just delete the curses?
It's already been done. So, and since you
awesome! Thank you.
So if you have a question about it, that means you have a spiritual experience when somebody cursed you out. So let's remove that. Okay. Now you have less of a question about curses now.
It just feels like that it's pretty tight around my feet, both of my feet.
Okay. So if it's tight on your feet, what you want to do, you want to tighten up your feet and untighten it, because things have to come out of your body to your feet. Okay. So those are your exit portal. You have to tense and untense.
Okay.
So how's the tightness now?
Better. Yeah. Better. Thank you.
Good. Yeah, these are simple solutions. But we all should know these simple solutions. So there's nothing mystical about it.
When you think about your situation now, do you feel different?
It feels better. It feels like there's still stuff moving around from different places, but it's not as strong. It's less, which is really nice. Thank you.
All right.
You're welcome.
Thank you for joining us. Thank you for sharing, and stay tuned for the rest of the stream because you'll continue to feel even more shifts.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. Okay, we're going to take another live caller, and like I said, I'm paying attention to everything going on, and it says, thank you so much for sharing your comments because I am following the live chat. We are live. This is real. This isn't anything staged or set up. We don't know any of these callers. Oh, we do. We love our audience all around the world, but this is live, and we want you to feel better. So, and I see a lot of shifts going on.
But no.
All right, so we'll take another caller.
All right,
323, you're on live.
Hi, Marnie and Dr. Yuen.
Hi.
You're in LA.
Hi. Yeah. Great weather.
It's great weather out here. It is. Are you new to the Yuen method?
Not totally. A little bit. Kind of new, yeah.
Kind of new. Do you have any physical pain?
I haven't. You can hear my voice. There's no pain, but it's been thin and weak for a while.
Okay, so what are your symptoms?
My voice is kind of, it's not strong or clear. It's very thin, kind of weak,
Okay, but you feel it you don't feel it physically, but you notice it.
Right.
Okay, so Dr. Yuen?
You're talking about his voice, right?
His voice. It feels thin.
So, well, that's physical, right? So,
it is.
So let's ensure that voice connecting back to your central nervous system or your central intelligence, that would be strong. So your voice is actually a weakness connecting back to your central nervous system. So we ensure that there's no longer going to be like that. And the reason for that would be relationship, more like mother relationship, and we want to resolve those, weakening effect on you, and also discouragement that have not been resolved, and you kind of would really like to resolve it, but it's already resolved. So you and your mother, not just this mother, but other lifetime mothers, and they affect you many times over yourself. And because the mother is just going to tell you to keep quiet, don't talk too much, right? So, all right. Now, how's your voice?
It sounds like it's starting to feel a little bit stronger already.
Well, that's what we do, right?
It's interesting though. Did you find what Dr. Yuen said interesting? Because where you think your problem is never the root cause, and so just stuff about the mother and the mother not letting you voice so much. Did that hit home with you at all?
Yeah, I can relate to that. My father was the same way too. They used to say, "You're too loud."
Okay. Sometimes it's that was your specific weakness, and it's different for everybody. There's no cookbook recipe. Not everybody.
It's always different.
It's always different, and that's really the Yuen method will specifically pinpoint your.
That's why we don't make you memorize step by step what to do. So it's by making that comparison. It tells you what to do.
All right. Is there anything you'd like to share? How that makes you feel today?
Well, it was great stuff. It was interesting. While he was working right away, I could start feeling something moving. You can still hear it's thin, maybe it's processing, but I could feel it moving already. I did have one other quick question. My vision has been getting blurry when I get hungry or even while I'm eating, it gets a little blurry.
What do you feel?
Well, I feel that basically, since you brought it up, it has an effect on you, right? When you think about it, right? Your vision.
Yeah, I'm thinking, blood sugar or something. Yeah, you got it.
Let's strengthen you that you're not going to be bothered by it. And if you're not bothered by it, then it'd be easy for you to change. And when you're bothered by it, it's really comes from your ancestors who kind of ensured the enemy not able to see them, right? So, and that's a karma from your ancestors that you're going to resolve it for them, and will have no effect on you. Now, when you think about your vision now, does it still have the same effect on you as before?
No, I start to feel optimistic about it now.
Okay.
Okay, that's great.
Well, that's how everyone should remind themselves this is how everything's going to improve, right? And not buy into that you couldn't make improvements.
That's right. So are we going to see you in LA? You're going to come meet us? You're in LA.
I would love to come meet you guys.
April 16th and 17th.
I would love to. Yeah, I appreciate your work. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for coming on live. Okay, we'll take another live caller. Thank you so much for everyone that's coming on and sharing. This is just all about feeling good. Thanks for all your comments.
And pass it on, too.
Pass it on.
Pass it on.
People are saying they're amazed with all these responses. Holy moly, Tom says. People in
Hawaii. The whole human race take charge of their own improvement.
Yeah, it's time to take charge. And we're here to tell you that we want you to take the seriousness out of your disease, out of your pain, and let you know that all is possible. And I want to share, what fueled me to write this book. You can read my story in the foreword, and I tell it on every live stream because I was just like you. There was a period of time where as much as I've seen and been and done, I was in a different state every couple of weeks. We used to do, retreats around the world, and I saw hundreds of thousands of people being, corrected on the spot, miracle after miracle. And here I am one day, I wake up and I can't eat without significant pain. And it turned out I had a mid-gut malrotation of my SMA and SMV, and I couldn't eat. Imagine literally waking up and you can't eat, and you go through a year and a half of torture, and you're told, by the head Mayo surgeon at the Mayo Clinic, the vascular surgeon, that there's no cure, and there's
well, there's no
cure
there's no cure for everything, right?
There's no cure
for
everything.
Nothing new. So if I can't eat, it would be nice. I would welcome that.
The doctor, no fear. But it's
no fear. I say if I can't eat, that'd be great.
That'd be great. Well, for me, I was trembling in fear, and I just remember having doubts.
You always want to eat, that's why.
It was a traumatic time for me.
Oh, come on.
And
just don't eat.
I doubt itself, and I was like, inside of me, I knew that I'm a strong person. I looked at the doctor, and I'm like, I believe in miracles. And that was literally my mantra. Well, I got on a flight, and I went to see Dr. Yuen. And for a 2-day seminar, just like we're having in April, I sat there, and as other people were getting better, I was getting better. And by the end of that 2 days, literally my condition was reversed. And it was a pivotal moment in my life, and I realized that anything's possible. And
it would have been faster if you don't believe in miracles.
But so what do you have to say about miracles? Every minute miracle.
That's right. If you have consistency, then you really have no miracle, right? Miracle only happen once in a while. Now, we don't need our life to happen only once in a while. Once in a while, you dial the right number on your phone, right? Hey, it's all the time, right? Otherwise, you're told that phone out the window.
But literally, when I saw Dr. Yuen after a year and a half of not being able to eat, he reversed my
It was the show, so.
And he threw out
I make her eat Chinese food.
Yeah, we went to go eat, right, and wonton soup, literally. And I was trembling in fear as I was eating, thinking, is this really possible? And I could eat again. I want you to come. I want you to experience it. There's nothing like a live retreat. for 2 days straight, it's like the miracle factor.
Because you're not going to do that often, okay? So
we're going to have a good time, and if you're
I'm getting up there in age, I'm not going to continue to be doing that.
Yeah, we don't know when we're going to be doing it again. This is your time. We want you there. If you're on, there's a reason why you're watching right now. There's a reason why you come in these free streams. And like I said, like the live retreat, I put these on because it worked for me. And like I said, I'm a skeptical person.
Yeah, but we didn't do one for 5 years of it, so.
Yeah. So anyway, we're going to move on with some more live callers because this is about you. We want you to experience it and go from there. So we will take another live caller.
All right,
954.
Hi, guys. This is Ginny in South Florida.
Where are you calling from?
South Florida.
South Florida. Okay, I can kind of hear your accent. Are you in physical pain or mental, emotional stress? What's bothering you today?
Physical pain in my right heel for 20 years, and
wow.
my left hip and lower back.
Your left hip and lower back and your heel. Okay,
yeah.
And so are you new to the Yuen method?
No.
No, okay. And what do you do for a living?
A bunch of different things. I was a teacher, and I sell essential oils, energy work.
Okay, so there's energy that's in your physical space right now, where you sleep, the home you're living in. So I'm going to strengthen your internal dynamic because mostly when you're in your home, there's some weaknesses that I'm feeling. So I'm strengthening that, and also when you sleep at night, your spiritual experiences that you're getting in touch with are weakening you. So I'm going to strengthen your spiritual experiences. And I also feel that there are some emotions that go back to growing up. It connects more to your mom when you were like 3 or 4 years old. There's some negative experience and emotions there that are not, so it's not really present day emotions that are affecting you. It just goes way back to when you were little. So I just deleted that. And I'm also deleting, most important, you're very sensitive to energy. And when you work on others, you tend to take that on and have empathy for others, which is, I'm just going to strengthen you so that you don't have empathy and that you just stay neutral and that your exit portals are strong so that energy leaves your physical body instead of manifesting. So with that said, how does your physical body feel now? Same or different?
The right heel feels so much better.
The right
Definitely.
heel.
Yeah.
Okay, good. And that was really coming from, like I said, you're just sensitive to energy and you are holding that in your body.
Well, she had that for a long time, she said.
You had that for 20 years?
Yeah.
Woohoo, and it's gone just like that. You got to move the energy out.
Yes.
You don't want to store it in your physical body. You got to clear your physical body, and it's just like I said, just in 2 seconds you can do that. Now, let's move on to your hip, because I feel your hip, but your left hip is coming from your right shoulder. So you have what's called what's referred pain. So your pain really isn't where it's coming from. And your right brain to your hip, the connection is weak. So I'm going to strengthen your right brain to your left hip, and also I'm going to strengthen your central nervous system in general because your mind is so much, you think a lot. And I'm going to delete your mind and activate your brain. You spend a lot of time thinking, and you're hard on yourself. So we got to delete those negative thoughts and judgment and blame and criticism. Just by doing that, how does your left hip feel?
I feel the energy moving. I definitely feel it moving.
It's
like in my buttocks too.
Okay, so let's just strengthen your neck. So I'm going to strengthen your neck, and I'm also going to strengthen. There's something going on with relationships. So, and it's more that your relationship with yourself, and there's just you have some grief and about just where you are in your life romantically and how you, so I'm just that self-love. So take a moment and I'm strengthening you for overall self-acceptance. How does that feel right now? Overall unconditional love for yourself, self-acceptance, and just like allowing yourself to be. How does that feel?
I feel emotional in my solar plexus.
Okay, so I'm going to strengthen that. And that's just because the energy is fine that you're allowing that energy to come up. Let's just push that down and out. But it's really important that you are strongly connected internally and externally with yourself. Because, like I said, does that hit home with you? Like, you're very hard on yourself. Would you agree?
Oh, yes. Oh, yeah.
Okay, so how does it feel now? Do you feel different?
I feel lighter.
You feel lighter. Okay, do you feel any physical pain?
In my lower back, like in the lumbar area, like right below, like thoracic, bottom thoracic.
Okay, so let's get rid of that. That's really coming from, like I said, when you were a child, and it's coming from it's like sibling energy, family energy, and it's more relationships. So right now, your relationship is really what's weakening you. So what's going on with your relationship?
With myself, you mean?
In relationships with yourself, with others, with men?
I'm not really doing too good with relationships. Yeah, I'm not really doing too well.
Okay, so there's some grief and there's some hurt. And like I said, that goes back to when you were little, and it connects to your parents. So I'm not going to articulate everything that I feel. I'm just going to delete it. With that being deleted, how does your lower back feel? The same or different?
Definitely different.
Different. Okay, and that was just simply your relationship. So when your pain goes away, your relationships now are significantly going to change because you are storing those memories. Does that make sense?
It does make sense. I don't remember the memories, but it definitely makes sense.
Well, no, you don't want to remember. The memories.
Yeah, probably not. But the funny thing is that I've had this pain in my heel for 20 years, and 20 years ago my dad passed away. It just clicked.
And it's the relationships, and it did all go back to your family, and it did go back to when you were little. So
when I was young,
okay. Yeah, and so how do you feel now when you think about your dad's looking over on you? I mean, he really is. He's like this angel spirit, and he just unconditional love for you, and he's sending you strength. Do you feel it?
I do. I'm getting a little loopy.
That's good. That's good. So you feel strongly connected with her? Okay, good. Well, I'm glad your back pain left. I'm glad your heel pain left. Well, after 20 years, you have anything you'd like to share? I mean, after 20 years and your pain leaves, how does that make you feel?
It's absolutely phenomenal. I'm a strong believer. Strong believer.
You're a believer. Well, yeah, you've got to it's a result in advance, Like I said, we're not here to prove anything to you. We just want to get your results and feel it for yourself because it's sometimes people say it's too good to be true, but it is.
Right.
I'm glad you could share that experience with our audience and be on with us today. And like I said, I look forward to meeting you. You got to come meet us live.
Yes. I'm working on it. Yep. Thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate it.
All right. I'm so glad you feel better. Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. So I'm keeping an eye on the chat. We are live here. So, call us. We're going to take another live caller. 310, you are on live. Okay. We'll take another live caller. 661, you are on live.
Hello.
Hello, how are you today?
Hello, this is Yara, and I've had such wonderful experiences with you and Dr. Yuen. And
great, Yara, that's wonderful to hear.
Because of that, I wonder if it would be more open for another caller who hasn't yet experienced the energy of the two of you.
Yeah, that sounds good.
I will see you at the retreat, and thank you so very much. I'm going to yield my time to a new person who hasn't experienced your energy yet.
Okay, well, you're coming to the retreat, right?
Yes, I am.
I'm so excited. I'm so happy. I know I'm really happy that you are going to be there, and it's going to be so much fun, and thanks for sharing with our audience, and we look forward to seeing you.
I look forward to it, too.
Okay, but just for getting through to us, we're sending you some strength, and what I feel for you is your feminine power. You feel strong in your feminine power because we're strengthening you right now for that. I'm feeling that that's
Wonderful.
going to change significantly for you in LA. I'm really feeling that strong for you.
I know that will be true.
Okay. Thanks, Yara, for joining us. Okay, we'll take another live caller.
All right. Try 404.
404, you are on live.
Hello?
Yes, 404, you are on live.
Hey, how you doing, Maureen and Cam? Dr. Yuen?
Hey, how you doing?
Pretty good, pretty good. Lately, I've been having some issues with my eyesight. My eyes are getting a little weaker. I do stay on the computer a lot, so maybe that's contributing to that. But yeah, my vision is a little blurry.
Okay, so what do you do for a living? Like when you're on the computer, what do you do?
Online, I'm always online researching and doing things of that nature and doing my online business. So I'm always on the computer like.
Okay, so let me tell. Okay, so your weaknesses, specifically for you, are that when you're on the computer all day, not so much the screen or in the conventional way of thinking, like looking at the computer screen, but your thoughts are weakening you, specifically with finances in your business, and there's some struggling energy there. Part of you, like you're a motivated guy, but then there's some external factors that come, and from the outside energies coming in, that tends to weaken you. And so I'm going to keep you strong to those external energies coming in. I'm going to keep your business strong. Like I said, you are a self-motivating guy, so let's strengthen, which is great, but let's strengthen those weaknesses externally so that when you think about your business and you think about being really successful and abundant, how does that make you feel now? The same or different?
It feels the same right now. I don't really feel a difference right now.
You feel the same? Okay, so I'm going to strengthen your perception. I'm going to strengthen you're feeling, your perception, your intuition, and the speed. So I'm going to speed up your perception, and I'm going to speed up your internal central nervous system. So with that said, how do you feel now?
Okay, yeah, I felt that, yeah. I feel stronger.
What's going on with your relationships?
Lately, nothing. I'm kind of isolated, so I don't really go out a lot like I used to. So I don't really meet a lot of people.
So I do feel that there is a weakness there. So like I said, your first weakness, I strengthened finances and your business and external factors. But I do sense that your second weakness would be relationships. And there's it's not like a lonely energy, but it's a feeling like, in a way, that you're struggling with that because you do want to be out more, but that you're not actually taking action on that. So do you sense where I'm coming from? Does that hit home with you?
Oh, definitely. Yeah, definitely.
So the thought of going out or meeting people, and I'm going to strengthen you so that there's more of a balance in your life because you're working really hard. And, the other part of you were the socializing and going out and women and dating. I'm going to bring that balance and neutrality into your life. When you think about dating, when you think about women, how does that feel now? The same or different?
It feels different. It does.
It feels different. Okay. So you create your future, and what we're doing now is the desirable future. Think about what it is in your future right now that you want better. Because your sight, your physical eyesight, is not physical, and it's really coming from, like I said, your business. It's coming from relationships, and it's really about seeing and feeling your future and seeing it in a desirable way. Because there's a part of you that's really, you're really driven, and you want to succeed, and then you feel like, well, if you go out there and mingle, there's a weakness there. And I'm not going to articulate it into detail, but I'm deleting those experiences. I'm deleting those thoughts and negative emotions and experiences now. So I deleted that out. When you think about your future now and what you want, do you feel stronger with that? It's finances and like having an amazing relationship and being financially abundant and your business thriving. How does that make you feel?
Feels more possible now. Feels stronger.
Okay, good. So I do feel there's a little bit of doubt. So I'm going to delete that doubt and just really program in strongly that you can do it and all is possible. able, willing, ready, deserving. You are there. I feel the energy behind you now. I feel you strongly congruent. How's your eyesight? When you think about your eyesight now, is it same or different?
It's different. It's not as blurry. It's not, it's a little more clearer. It's clearer now. I can tell.
Okay, good. All right, well, that's where you want to be. You want to have clarity in your future, create the future the way you want and the way you desire it, and that's what it's all about. You going to come visit us live in LA?
I'm trying to. I'm trying to make things happen to get out there. I definitely want to meet you.
Okay, make it happen. I'm going to give you that make it happen energy. And take any struggle away, make it happen, and make it happen for everybody that's listening, because we want you there. We want you in LA. It's going to be so great. If you like what you saw today on this stream, then you're really going to love the live in action retreat. So thank you so much for joining us, and thank you everyone for all the amazing comments that we've had in the chat. I want to tell you a little bit about the retreat that's coming up. So you can follow along with me at April 16th and 17th. I know a lot of people have questions about it. We've been getting tons of emails. So you can click the links on this page. You can come to our website. All of our upcoming events are there. Tell you a little bit about April 16th and 17th. If you come to our website and just click Live Retreat, you can get all this information. We are going to be, for the first time in 5 years, doing live retreats. So we're really excited about it. I keep talking about it because it's unusual. We haven't done it in 5 years, and it's so activating. But a little bit about the benefits. 2 full days of downloading and experiencing the latest of the Yuen method. It's really that, up close and personal experience. The energy is electrifying. It's enhanced. Literally the hotel. You can feel the energy in the back of the room. You can feel it through the whole hotel. It's really amazing. So who is it for? If you're in any kind of physical pain, mental, emotional, psychological, psychic, spiritual, literally, this is for you, especially if you are a healthcare professional, if you're in the business of improving people's lives. This learning the Yuen method and experiencing it will make your practice grow 1,000-fold. Moving on, it's the latest updates on all the new teachings and materials. Dr. Yuen is going to be diving deep into all kinds of new material. And literally, in the past 15, 20 years of doing the Yuen method and workshops and live retreats, there's never 2 seminars or retreats that are the same. Everyone is different. Everyone has, they bring different problems, and it's just an overall amazing experience. So you're also going to get a laminated Yuen method geometric life map, and this is really designed to ensure results. And it's a simplified version of what Dr. Yuen and I use, like a step-by-step intuitive map that gets results. And it really takes you from neutrality to finding the insight, all the different things possible in the universe that can weaken you. And it's just a map that we take you through. We give you an experience there of how to activate it, and we activate it for you while you're there. We're also going to lead a one-of-a-kind strengthening and deletion experience. So, a lot of people ask me, Marnie, how do I get good at the Yuen method? I don't have insight like you or Dr. Yuen. You guys are just pinpointing the weaknesses so fast. How do you do that? How do you really get good at feeling the difference between strong or weak? How do you find your own answers? How do you, release and delete your own block? And this experience, we haven't done before. It's totally new, and it's going to continue to delete all your personal weaknesses. So a lot of people say, what do I do on a daily basis? Well, you're going to get that at the live retreat. We have a brand new vibrational fitness, which is the leading edge. And Dr. Yuen and I lead this in a way where your cells, your molecules, your atoms will be vibrating so quickly, and it really intensifies your physical body. It strengthens your central nervous system. It's all new, and you get the latest on vibrational fitness at the live retreat. So space is limited. The early bird closes March 21st, so you can register by clicking there. You can get all the details. I know there's a lot of questions about the different bundle deals that we have, so if you click on the bundle deals, you can come just by registering for the live retreat for just the retreat price, or you could take a teleclinic with the retreat. And the reason we designed it this way is so that the teleclinic is 4 weeks. And 2 weeks before the retreat even starts, you have 2 weeks of submitting your issue to Dr. Yuen personally. So the teleclinic is 4 weeks. So there's 2 weeks before the retreat, and as a follow-up when you leave the retreat, there's 2 weeks after, and you can submit your issues or personal problems or personal requests directly to Dr. Yuen. So he can clear you before you even get there, so that when you get there, you're neutral and clear. And when you leave, if there's anything that comes up for you after, as a follow-up, you can continue to communicate with Dr. Yuen and strengthen your weaknesses personally. So, like I said, that's one of the bundle deals. You can take the teleclinic with the retreat. And if you have any questions at all, just go ahead and send us an email. Contact us at yuenmethod.com. So, like I said, if you have any questions, contact us at yuenmethod.com. Also, we have another bundle deal where if you're totally new to the Yuen Method, I mean, the retreat is kind of advanced, and you get there, and we're going through, you're expected to know the principles, which, are, like I said, are in the book, but Dr. Yuen's basic modules, 1, 2, and 3, and his specialty courses, you can buy the retreat and get those courses for 50% off right now. That's option 3 and 4. You can get all the details on the bundle page, or just, like I said, send us an email. Especially, I know there's people who've been sending emails from like 10 years ago, and they're coming. They're really excited, and they're asking all about the bundle deals. So, you don't have to take past courses or clinics, but, it's good to come knowing the basics. So we kind of want you familiar with it so you're not lost, so to speak. We want you to know the basics and just really take advantage of all the amazing activation that's going to be done there. But like I said, we're so excited. It's been so long since we've done this. And I know that there's just amazing changes that happen when you're in the physical reality with Dr. Yuen and I. Like I said, we're going to put this book into action. And if you life today and you saw all these people that were on live that got results, it's just like a few minutes. Imagine 2 full days of this. It's life-changing. You bring your problems. We're there to create a more desirable future for you. So, you can read my story and fuel me to do all this. But, part of it was when I came out to see Dr. Yuen, I stayed on the telecalls after. And I continued to improve even more. And now I'm just doing this all the time. I love it. I breathe it. I live it. The Yuen Method is amazing. So with that said, we are going to be giving away a free retreat. So we're going to take a live caller right now.
All right.
818. Hello, 818. You are on live.
Hi. Ooh, it's beeping at me. Does that mean I'm on live?
You just won a free retreat in LA.
Oh my God, that is so awesome.
What's your name?
Susan. And we've talked before. We talked last summer, and I was going through a heart thing, which I still sort of am. And it's sort of, if it ain't one damn thing, it's another. Does that sound any familiar to you? Like
if it's not one thing, it's another.
Yeah.
I hear you, and you sound like a lot of people, and, it's true. I mean, when one thing goes away, something else pops up, and when that goes away, something else pops up, and it's life. But what you feel right now, do you feel pain right now in your physical body?
I'm having some achiness. My heart was better, as you told me it would be, and then my candida got worse, and then I went into a grief class, and then 3 of my cats died in a month and a half, and then we had Christmas, and that was okay. And then week before last, I got, I think, norovirus, which has left me feeling really achy, kind of, in my muscles and tired.
Okay, so you feel achy. Let's just get rid of that right now. I'm tuning into you. I'm going really quickly because I just want you to feel better right now. I'm relieving all the achiness in your physical body, but when I feel that it's coming from external factors, the collective thoughts around you, the people around you, it's almost like when you have too much on your plate to deal with at once. Does that ring a bell? Mm-hmm. Like there's just too much to do, there's too much there's too many people in your space. We need to just clear your space, strengthen you so that you feel like you're in charge, like you can do this, you can handle it, and all is okay. And that, just having too much on your plate completely weakens your physical body, weakens your organs, weakens your central nervous system. So what I just did now was strengthen your central nervous system. I'm re-energizing you. I'm rejuvenating the way you feel physically. So do you feel the same or do you feel different?
I think I feel a little different. My muscles are still
okay. So
what
you got to stop thinking. You're thinking. Your mind is so much in your physical body. I'm going to delete your mind out of the way, and I'm going to delete all judgment and criticism because you're very, very critical of yourself. And so I'm going to delete that right now. Do you feel more in charge? Like you feel it?
I tend to be way too much in my head. That's for sure.
What about, do you judge a lot yourself? I mean, I deleted a lot of self-blame, self-judging, self-critiquing. Do you feel stronger?
Yeah. I feel calmer.
Okay, so that's great that you experienced the shift. And more importantly, when you come to the live retreat, we can work through all that. I mean, there's more to process. You know, I just did a few minutes for you, but you're going to continue to process at the live retreat. And more importantly, you're going to meet people from all over the world. Our certified team is there, our instructors, our consultants, and it's such a supportive environment to be in. I mean, people that are just like you. I mean, you can share your stories. Our certified team is there. They all have their own stories of how the Yuen method, assisted them in their life and their amazing stories. And we have a wonderful team coming, and it's just an amazing supportive environment to be in. And you're going to learn to literally activate these basic Yuen method principles on a daily basis. Because for you, the first thing you said to me was, Marnie, things are popping up. When one thing goes away, something else comes up. And that's like the story of most people's lives. If it ain't one thing, it's another. I relate to that. The Yuen method will give you those tools. So it's like, okay, today's a crazy day. I feel hectic. I'm going to, okay. The key is how fast you can get yourself out of it. Get neutral, strengthen your spinal cord, activate your brain, activate your insight, pinpoint your weaknesses, and strengthen what those weaknesses are. And you'll be able to do that exponentially faster coming to this retreat. So I'm so glad you won. There's a reason why you attracted it. There's a reason why you're here. And I'm so glad. So what you need to do now is send an email to contact us at yuenmethod.com. That's contact us at yuenmethod.com. And Chris will hook you up with the ticket, and we look forward to seeing you there.
Okie dokie. Thank you so much.
Okay.
I'm so excited. I'm not
so
one of those
excited. Are you excited?
I am over the moon. I really want to know, but the money thing, and so yeah, no, this is totally awesome.
Totally awesome. I'm so glad you're over the moon with it. Totally awesome. All right. Thank you so much for sharing. And we are going to give another free ticket away. So I'm looking in the chat here, and I do see, let's see, Dean. Are you there, Dean? If Dean, you just won a free retreat to LA. So, Dean, are you there? If you're there, let me know in the chat. If you hear me, go ahead and send an email to contact us at yuenmethod.com. That's contact us at yuenmethod.com. Dean, I see you. You say yes. That's great. So thank you so much to everybody that was on here live. I'm so feeling energy. I'm watching the chat. This is so much fun to do. Our mission at Yuen Method is just to improve everyone, to improve the world, to live a life without pain, without illness, without limitations, to create the future that you want, that you deserve. So we're going to be deleting a lot of weaknesses, a lot of blocks of all kinds. I know a lot of people have questions. Can I do this? Is it easy? Will it work for me? I'm here to tell you that it will work for you. It is easy. We all can do it. If I can do it, anybody can do it. If I almost, died, literally given a death sentence and survived, anybody can survive. I mean, I literally had a condition that was irreversible. Read my story in the book. I want to share it with you because I want you to know that anything and everything is possible. I love doing this free stream. I love connecting with everyone tonight. So join us for more free streams. We'll be having more regardless of if you come to LA or not. Join us. And like I said, if you have any questions at all, send us an email at contact@yuenmethod.com. Thanks for joining, everyone. We look forward to seeing you next time. Bye for now.